Cheers, taste buddies, and welcome to another episode in our kitchen. Lovely to see you all again. Cheers.
Welcome everyone.
Thank you.
So, chef, what have we got today?
So after a sip of wine,
we're
going to do some fantastic sausage rolls. Mediterranean Greek way sausage rolls. So let me show you the ingredients.
Run you through the ingredients here. What have we
I've got pork mince.
Okay.
You can see all the quantities in the recipe. I've got feta cheese, I have sun-dried tomatoes, I have oregano, salt, pepper, olive oil, some wholemeal bread which I'm gonna turn into breadcrumbs, and of course puff pastry, and the egg wash, which is just an egg yolk with a tablespoon of milk.
Okay.
So put a glove on and let's make the most beautiful, the most amazing sausage rolls. So I'm going to cut my bread into smaller pieces and I'm going to put it in the little blender mixer there to make some breadcrumbs. You can use already made breadcrumbs if you wish.
It's just we had the bread to use up, so why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we don't waste anything, do we?
Never.
Never waste any food.
For such a little machine, it's so loud, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Still, it does the job.
So, I've got my breadcrumbs and I've got my sun-dried tomato here, which I need to cut into small, very small pieces. A little bit of oil, don't waste it, put it back in there. So, chop my tomato as small as possible. Very sharp, my knife.
Yeah, well, keep your fingers out of the
Very
way.
sharp. Sun-dried tomato is beautiful. You know, we used to make them a few years back. We used to make them, but we're so busy down the taverna, we don't do it anymore. Just buy a little jar, you know. So sun-dried tomatoes goes in.
Into your pork.
The feta. I'll crumble the feta in as well. It's a beautiful local Zakynthia feta.
Made up in the village of Agios Leon.
The breadcrumbs will go in. The pepper. The salt. And a drizzle of olive oil. I'm not going to put the oregano in at the moment.
Okay. And why is that?
Because we're going to add it later on. We're just going to sprinkle it over later on.
Okay.
So mix and mix and mix well. I didn't put a lot of salt, but as I said, you can see all the ingredients because the sun-dried tomatoes are quite salty.
That's
and
how
also
they dry with the salt on them. So yeah.
Right. And also the feta. So this is basically what we're looking for.
That's going to be the stuffing for our sausage rolls. Yeah.
You can use your imagination as well, right? Leave your imagination to run wild. If you want, for example, you can put a tablespoon of tomato puree if you want an extra tomato flavor, you know, just put some tomato puree in there.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination. So this is it.
That's the concept for the stuffing.
Yep, that's done.
That was easy, wasn't it? There you go. All mixed together. Lovely.
So here we are, let's do it. I've got my puff pastry. As I said before, as I mentioned earlier on, is use your imagination. For example, in the summer, I'm not going to use oregano. I'm using basil leaves because they go fantastic with the feta and the sun-dried tomatoes. And because they're blooming in the summer, it's fantastic. In the winter, we use oregano. We can use marjoram. You can use just whatever you fancy, whatever you like. So, now beautiful buttery puff pastry.
Which in Greek is called sfoliata.
Sfoliata, yeah.
Oh, I remember hours and hours at school trying to make rough puff pastry, and now all you have to do is get it out of a packet.
That's
How
it.
fantastic is that?
It is true. Okay, so I'm going to cut in two, and that will give me 2 sausage rolls. So I'm going to cut it along in the middle. I've got 2 pieces, and here we go. Make our sausage roll.
Okay.
Oh, it's lovely. It really smells lovely. You can put, for example, more pepper if you like, which I will. I like to
There we go.
have
You
a little
put
bit
chilli
more
in there,
peppery.
couldn't you?
You can put chili in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be creative.
And cayenne pepper. So this is what we're looking for.
Smoked paprika works well as well, doesn't it?
Smoked paprika works beautiful. So do the same here. Run the meat all the way down in the middle. So half a kilo really will give us 2 gigantic sausage rolls, which I love to have in the evening with a glass of wine watching Champions League or AEK Athens.
Well, slices of the sausage roll. You don't have the entire sausage roll.
Yes, it's absolutely lovely. Love it. And it's fresh, you know, it's nothing like you buy from the shop, it's not the same.
What with those silly little chipolatas they put in it now?
That's it. So they used all the meats, beautiful. And at this point, this is where I'm going to use the oregano. If I had the basil leaves now, for example, I will chop or tear it with my fingers and sprinkle a few basil leaves on it. So oregano everywhere. A little bit more of black pepper from Grandad.
With Grandad, yeah. Nice.
And I've got the oven preheating in 190 Celsius.
That hasn't beeped yet, so that hasn't reached its temperature yet, though.
So, egg wash. So our puff pastry will stick on both sides.
And that's just the yolk
All
of an
round.
egg, isn't it?
Just 1 egg yolk with a tablespoon of milk. And that will stick. And also going to put some on top to give it some nice, beautiful golden color.
Nice colour.
So lift the 2 ends of the puff pastry and just go around and roll it. And that will stick beautifully. Tuck the ends in. That's it. One ready.
And one ready to get rolled.
And 1 more to go. Yeah.
It's so big it doesn't fit on the tray, is it?
I can twist it a little bit. Beautiful. And 1 to go.
Yeah.
So lift the 2 ends.
Just
And
like the other
gently
one.
fold it over it. Roll it. That will stick together. The 2 ends will stick together now beautifully.
Because of the egg wash.
Because of the egg wash. Tuck the ends in so we don't lose our filling. And that will go in as well.
He'll join his mate over here.
They look almost like twins. And this egg wash now, if I brush it on top, that will give a beautiful, like really nice,
Golden colour, won't it?
yeah, golden color. And we don't waste anything.
And do you score the pastry at all, or you leave it as it is?
No, as it is.
As it is. Okay. We'll cut it into pieces afterwards, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know your idea of cutting it into pieces afterwards.
So here we are. Give us a couple of minutes.
While the oven heats up.
Yep.
And they'll be popping in the oven.
They're gonna go in the oven in a minute, and we'll get back to you. Here we are, 45 minutes later. Our rustic sausage roll
Oh, they smell
is ready,
delicious.
and it smells
Look at
delicious.
those. Yeah.
It smells really
You won't
good.
see anything that size in Greg's.
Ooh. Would you like a piece?
Yeah, why not?
Let's cut a little bit, and then you can see the filling inside. You can see the feta there, yeah, and the tomato, and all the herbs. It smells amazing. So it's quite hot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to let that cool down a little bit before I have mine.
Cool down a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So as I said before, the perfect snack for a Champions League night. But it's a beautiful day here today, you know, even it's January. So we're gonna go out and nibble that with a glass of wine in the garden in a minute. Meanwhile, we have to say goodbye. Look forward to see you in our next videos. Subscribe into our channel for more beautiful recipes, more rustic recipes.
And that way we get your feedback.
Yep.
We need that.
Thanks for watching us.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.